The biggest Q&A inside of UG VR just ended, so I'm gonna play the whole thing here for you guys. But first, please consider liking and subscribing, as I don't really do long videos like this, but some people need to see the Q&A. Now, let me take you into the Q&A.
Music is so good.
Oh, it was hold music? Did I disrupt it?
No, I think it stops when we started it, so it's our bad.
Oh, okay. It is our bad.
Keep it going, Holla.
Do 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 do. I spent all morning on hold with my insurance company, so I got plenty of hold music in my brain right now.
That's brutal.
Where'd he go?
All you guys in the audience that are still on your parents' insurance, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Everybody. Oh, mostly everybody. I see I'm a Rainbow's here.
I'm a rainbow. I'm sorry for your loss.
Hello,
You
everybody.
have to be on your own.
Hey,
All right, guys, help me get the rest of the devs up. I'm trying to look through everybody.
Okay, I was like, I saw Conrad in here.
The heck is?
If you're an UG developer, request to speak on stage. If you're not an UG developer, don't worry about it.
Know if you can request speech or just type something in the chat so that we can see your name.
Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to find Schmoop.
Can anyone hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
See Marauder?
Wait, no,
Marauder's
someone
me.
said in the chat that they can't.
Oh,
There's always
we can hear you.
one.
Oh my gosh. Can you guys see me?
Okay.
Can you add Marauder? That's my alt account.
Did you type in the? I'll try and find it. Type it in the chat.
I'll do it
Find
again.
pretty easy.
Here you come. What? Oh,
Wow, we have a lot more devs in the chat than I thought.
Everyone's a
saying
dev.
I'm a dev.
Oh my gosh, it's not letting me.
Oh, I see Marauder. Def not more dominate.
That's me.
Invite to speak. Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
I'm just going to share that screen a little bit later, so. Got everything pulled up. All right.
Oh, you guys don't need to see my Cheez-It box. Pretend you didn't see that.
I'm wearing my dino shirt, guys. Matches my background and my inner child.
your setup gets better and better every time I see it, I swear.
Hey, look, we got Cranberry here too.
Cranberry. Where
Ogathil's
are our artists?
here.
Oh, Shane's in here. Shane's in here.
Shane's here.
Looking for Pirate Hawk. I wish it was alphabetical. That would be super cool.
That'd be great.
And Biscuit's getting in. Didn't think he was going to be here.
Face reveal of the tribe mute.
He just can't say anything.
Yeah, what we need is a voice reveal.
There's someone in here called Burger Dude. Should invite them up just to go along with what we're doing. All right, everyone help me look for Pirate Hawk. Oh, there. Okay, I got him. Okay.
Perfect.
Anyone with the?
I don't like that.
Shane, that's beautiful.
Josh, why don't you have
What
the dev roll?
Oh my gosh, that's horrifying.
I don't know why.
What the
I've
heck?
never seen Shane do that.
Shane, you're muted and
Oh, sorry.
And terrifying.
terrifying.
It was a quarter in my eye.
Magic click. All right, everybody. In a couple minutes, we're dominant. It's gonna blow your freaking minds with what's coming. But okay. Hold on one sec. Someone invite Biscuit up. when he gets in here. Oh, got him. Oh. You may be wondering why everyone on camera is eating a quarter pounder.
Oh.
That's because we hit 250,000 members on Discord. And someone just really wanted all of us to eat a quarter pounder to celebrate, because that makes sense. Also, we hit 100,000 on TikTok, separate celebration. That's cool. We can intro all the devs and artists and everyone we have here. Oh, wait, we don't have everyone yet. Where is freaking Lamp? Is Lamp here? Someone help me get Lamp up if they're here, whenever they get here. But I'll just go. You can do a quick intro. That's cool. We have Shane, our tribe craftsman. He's one of our artists.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Shane, and I have a quarter attached to my forehead. Kind of. Very
Bunch of
happy we
weirdos.
hit 250,000. Yeah, total weirdos.
We have me and Tara. Community Unks. We have
Lamp is on the way too.
Oh, sick. I'm just going to talk with my mouth full the whole time. We have Hala, who's our
Yeah. That's me.
oh, that's great.
I can't.
We can leave it at that. We have Cranberry. Or what is it? Is it Tribe Trickster? Is that what it says? That's awesome. Oh, Holler's our tribe's here. I didn't know you gave yourself a tribe name. That's cool. Cranberry's one of our devs. You guys can say if you work on anything specific. No better than me.
We can't hear you, Mark. Nope, you're gone.
Uh-oh.
This is his trick today.
Got us.
There we go. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Hi, I'm Crabberry. I'm the tribe trickster because I'm usually the one that takes care of the golden eggs. So I like to trick you all. I do a lot of the event stuff as well. So you'll see some of my work here shortly.
We've got Lad, one of our devs. You're welcome to share something specific if you want. I hear you. Discord inputs are terrible.
It swapped my input to my headset mic, which is why I had to switch it back.
How about now? Yeah. All right. What's up, guys? Flat Lad. I don't have a cool name for Discord. I think someone put it in there. Working a little bit of everything. Was one of the original stars on the game back when we started prototyping stuff. So, you name a feature, and I probably touched it there. But yeah.
We've got Ogothel, our tribe stone mender.
Hey guys, a lot of you know me because I run the beta stuff, beta alpha. Love working with you guys. You guys are all great. And help bug test, bug fix when needed. Yeah. Love bug, love the community. You guys are great.
We've got Pirate Hawk, one of another artist.
Yeah, so I'll just do a lot of the dinos or cosmetics, a lot of the environments. So hopefully your favorite dino is one that I crafted. If not, it will be okay, Shane, your name is actually there, okay. For the tribe craftsman. Or we have another artist too. So it's a lot of fun working on this game.
We've got Sheldorino.
Hey, you guys don't want me. Trust me, you don't want my video to be on right now. But Yeah, I'm Sheldorino. I'm Brad. I pretty recently joined the team. And I've been working, like I sit right next to Ogathel and Vladlad, and we've been working on some cool stuff, some stuff you guys are going to see soon. I personally been working on something I'm really excited about, but I don't even think I'm allowed to announce yet. So be excited for something. There's a lot of stuff to be excited about. I'm pretty sure Murdominate's going to talk about a lot of new stuff.
Sheldorino. We have Marauder also here.
Marauder's just me again, so.
Oh yeah,
most people here know.
We also have Lamp.
Yeah.
Right. We got Lamp, our tribe detective. Lamp was one of our mods, is still kind of one of our mods, but also is officially on the UG team, helping out with a lot of support tickets and stuff like that.
Yo, sorry, my camera's not on because I'm still cooking my burger. But hi everyone.
And for those of you who just joined us, we're eating quarter pounders because we hit 250,000 people in Discord. So we're doing a big celebration. Again, because that makes sense. And why wouldn't we do that? Oh, also we have Biscuit, our tribe mute.
I know Yum Yum says I can't talk. Sorry. But I am. My expectations were extremely low with this burger. It's actually not bad, guys. It's not bad. I'm pretty excited about it. Good to be here.
Oh, you got to change your name now.
Tribe
unmute.
Semi-mute.
Tribe unmute. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. There are a lot more people that are coming in. We're going to talk about a bunch of fun stuff. Predominant's going to give you more information than you deserve. He's just going to give you a bunch of cool leaks, answer some questions. Some of you probably saw our announcement earlier about this and how we talked about creators leaked a lot of this stuff already. It was a joke. They were supposed to do that. But honestly, you ain't seen nothing yet. Go ahead, Murdominate.
All right. Well, I've got a ton of images and a ton of information to go through, but needless to say, I know that there's probably been a little bit of a sentiment lately that maybe, our updates have not been as big as they've been in the past. And there's some truth to that. And the reason is, I would say probably a third of the people you see here, if not more, including myself, have basically put our entire attention on a whole new system, a whole new, almost like a new game that's going to be happening within UG. So everyone's familiar with UGtopia. It's where you've been playing. It's where the alphas are. It's where you lobby up, you hang out, you trade. And that's been great. And that's something that we've realized has really worked out for new players. But most of the people here are no longer new players. You guys have been playing for a while, and you've kind of felt like maybe it's gotten a little repetitive. However, the reason we haven't changed it as drastically and added even more stuff is because we want to keep that initial gameplay pure in UGtopia. So the answer to that, to make it still fun for those of you that have been playing for a long time, is Dinotopia. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. It's a completely new map, totally different. You'll be choosing whether you want to go to UGtopia like you've always been going. And just to be fair, you'll want to go back. There's still a lot that you need to do, including getting alphas, getting titans, but a lot more gameplay will be added as time goes on to Dinotopia. So that's what I'll be talking about today. And I have some cool imagery, and then I'm actually going to hop into the game and show you some progress. So this is our first concept art of Dinotopia. It's under UGtopia. It's been hidden in the ground this whole time. You guys didn't know. But here it is. And it's going to be familiar in a lot of ways. You're still going to come in and have your huts. How you get in is kind of fun. We came up with this idea of like a snake train system. You've probably seen that, but the snake is going to be going from Dinotopia and then dig down into the ground. From UGtopia, dig down into the ground into Dinotopia. And the reason for that is so that if you're going between the two lands, you can stay with your buddies because the train will basically come, park for a second, everyone can hop in, and then you'll dig down. And if you're in the same train, you'll be in the same lobby together. That way, if you find some good friends or you want to just make sure you're joining the same lobby, but you don't necessarily want to do private codes, then this is the system for you. Obviously, also, you can just use the same lobby menu and just choose between a Dinotopia lobby or an Ugtopia lobby. But I'm really excited about this and excited about all the different components that are in here. And we'll be going over that. So, oh yeah, this is the train. You guys have seen this image already. It's working, and I've got, actually, I'll just show you the video now.
Oh man.
So this is what it'll look like as you ride the train down into the train station of Dinotopia. So this is currently working. You can see I'm there with Vladlad and Ogathel coming in to a new lobby. And this will be a public lobby, but it'll be a public lobby that had enough space for me and my other friends that are joining. So people are, it's going to be very live, very engaging, very fun. You come in, and now all the things that are available in Dinotopia will be in this map, which is what we're going to talk about now. All right. Oh, and here's a cool screenshot of it coming along. But we're gonna actually dive in quite a bit more. So just put that in there for now. All right, one of the biggest things you're going to be able to do is mine for fossils. This is something that a lot of people have been asking for. Obviously, a really fun mechanic and a completely new way to get dinosaurs. So you'll be going into this area, which I'm definitely going to show you a lot of. We've got a lot of progress with it, and you're going to be looking for like these little tiny clusters. You can see them kind of represented here, more or less. You're going to be looking for these clusters in the map. And as you open them up, they'll have different loot drops. And the loot system is going to be much more similar to how like an egg drops currently with an alpha or a titan. When loot is dropped, everyone's going to be able to gather it. It's not going to be for bones. It's not going to be for nugs. It's going to be for totally different things, which we'll get into and explain here in just a second. Here's some of the early concept for what the levels were going to look like. You got lava mining. This is a water map. Again, I'm going to show you more of this in a little bit. The axolotl, which you guys already have seen leaked, but for those of you who hadn't, I just wanted to make sure I included it because I love this design. There's going to be kind of like Betsy level bosses, and that's what the axolotl is. So not quite a Titan, not quite a Betsy because it is actually going to attack you. So it's more of like a kind of an environmental mini boss. I guess I shouldn't say mini. This guy's really huge, and you'll see that here in a little bit. All right, we'll talk about what you're actually going to find. So there's going to be 4 different sections. When we first launch, 3 of them will be open. The 4th one will be coming soon. And I guess I should say this is all meant to come sooner than later, guys. We are targeting, and okay, overarching comment. Don't hold me to any of this. Things are subject to change. We have been pretty good, I feel like, in the past. So I say that now with a little bit more confidence that we'll be sticking to this. But our hope is that we will have this to you by September. That Dinotopia will be available to you guys by September. And that's our target. We'll have an official date, but it's just around the corner. So the idea is that 3 chambers will be available. And within these chambers, you're going to be able to find a whole bunch of different type of fossils. We'll get into dino crafting and how you put those fossils together and how cool it is. But just know that there's going to be the 3 sections that are open at start. This will be one of them. It'll be indicated by the skull that's like at the entrance. This is kind of the lava map, and this is the skull that you're really trying to get. Almost think of it like that's the main. That's like almost getting the Titan egg is getting the skull piece. You want that skull piece because it's the rarest, it's the most powerful, and without it, obviously, you can't really have a crafted dino. And then the water map will also have its own unique skull. So we'll have these 4 skulls that you'll be looking for, and with those skulls, you'll be able to make at least 18 different dino types. It might be 9 to start, and then we'll release another piece. But there's going to be so many different variants of these dinosaurs that you can put together, and that doesn't even include the cosmetic variants that you can have that we'll kind of demonstrate here pretty soon. This is the lava mining section, so all of the lava chunks are going to be in. I'll show this again, but you can see the axolotl back here, so I won't get into it too much. But you'll parkour your way back into this map. avoiding hazards and enemies and all these things. And then once you get back here, you'll mine and you'll be specifically looking for like that one skull. This is the end of the water map, which again, I'll show you some more of, but just wanted to show you screenshots so you had an idea of some of the cool stuff we're getting into. Okay. Another angle of it. This one is going to have a big old crab that we just started working on. So again, this shows you kind of the size difference, and that's the same with the axolotl too. So big old crab here, he doesn't want you to take his fossils. You're not going to be able to kill him, you're not going to be able to ride him, so he's not quite like a Titan, but he doesn't like all these Ugs coming and taking his stuff. So you're going to have to try and evade his massive attacks as you're mining. So it should be really fun. Yeah, and there's the axolotl again. Oh, and then we also, your dinos, if they're the right dino type, you're going to be able to have them mining while you're AFK. So they'll get stuff for you, just like the Dino Dog does. So you can leave them in here and they'll mine while you're gone. Here's some cool animations of the axolotl just to show some progress. But yeah. Anyways, all right. I know there's going to be 1,000 questions. I asked my team to kind of make sure and watch for questions as I'm either explaining this badly, too fast. There's just so much to cover, guys. Like, honestly, I could probably take 2 hours just talking about this stuff. And I do want to get in the game and kind of show you around the map because it's really fun to look around. But next big thing to talk about is dino crafting. So this is an early concept art, and actually we've pivoted a little bit from this, but it helps visualize like where we were and what our idea was. But the idea is that you're going to have these different chunks and different sections that you're going to be finding while mining in the caves. So like I said already, you're going to be looking for these skulls primarily. There's going to be a body chunk that you're going to want. That's going to include like the arms, the back, the rib cage, and all of that. And then there's going to be legs, and then there's going to be tails. Now each piece, minus the head, the body pieces, there's going to be variants of those. And each variant is going to have different stat boosts. And so you're going to be able to mix to get the stats that you want. If you want just the fastest, then you're going to want a specific body, a specific leg, and a specific tail that's going to give you the fastest dinosaur combination with a skull type. And then also, in addition to that, rather than beetles, we're using colored mushrooms that you're going to be able to add to these chunks to have each section be colored how you'd like or patterned how you'd like. So essentially you can have a different type of head, a different color head, a different color body, different color tail, and everything. And then when you craft them, they're just going to make these cool looking. I just like the designs of these eggs. They're just a little bit different. Because there's so many variations and we can't represent those with the egg, the idea right now is that these eggs won't be tradable, but once they're hatched and you can see everything, so you know that the variant is, you will be able to trade these dinos. But yeah, to start off, the eggs will not be tradable. And here's a quick little demo of it kind of actually working so you can see the progress we're making. You come here and look at your dino. This is the base level dino, and you can switch out the head, switch out the legs, switch out the tail. Then those little slots in front. Now, granted, this is I was hesitated to show you guys this because it's just a working prototype. This is not the final version. It's not what it's going to look like. These colors are just temporary colors, but you can see as you place the mushrooms, the different segments are going to have different patterns on them. And so they'll be like striped and maybe like polka dot and like lava ones and diamond ones or whatever. So you'll have to find these mushrooms while you're mining in order to pick what kind you want. And obviously you can, you may want a completely lava crafted dino and everything. But when you make these dinos, they are going to be actually like skeleton dinos. So you're going to be riding around on these big colored skeletons that have different stats and everything. So it is going to look like this when you're riding on top of it. So almost like a Triceratops, but yeah, really, really excited about this mechanic, and we've actually made a lot more progress than it may appear. But I think you guys are going to like it, and I think it's going to give a lot of variety to the game that because you'll be able to really just customize your dinos to the stats that you prefer the most. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is evolution, and
Can I
I think
pause
this
you real
is-
quick, Murdomini?
Oh yes, please do.
We got
Yeah.
some chat questions about mining and
Yes.
crafting. So I just want to go over
All
those
right,
real quick.
let's go
And
through
I'm
them.
going to be honest,
Yep.
I didn't write down anyone's names. So if you said this, then shout out to you. Okay. Someone asked if there's going to be alphas in the mining area.
There will not be alphas. There will be like bosses and things and little enemies, but there will the initial impression. And again, remember, anything I say we can ultimately change. But the idea here is to work together to find these things and to harvest them as quickly as possible as a team while avoiding these enemies. We're not going to be finding full eggs in Dinotopia. We're going to be finding these parts that we can then piece together through the crafting. And so the answer would be, for now, no.
Perfect. And then someone asked if, first of all, I want to talk about what kind of loot is there going to be for mining, because I know we talked about the bones, but there's other things. So if you can go over that. And then also, is that loot shared like it is when a Titan drops an egg?
Okay. Yep. First of all, it is shared. The reason being is there's not going to be nearly as much loot. Each cluster is going to only provide one loot, and I can go through what we have currently. It'll be all the different skulls, all the different body, all the different legs, and all the different tail variants of crafted dinos. So that accounts for at least 13 different chunks that can appear, and for I think it's like for 2 minutes, once it appears, anyone who's there can grab it. But you will need to be there. It's not going to last quite as long as like an alpha egg or a Titan egg, because this is more like, hey, we're all here together. We're getting this stuff. If you're mining, you can get it. But if you're not in that space, you're probably not going to get there in time, because these are deeper in the caves and a little bit harder to get to. So yeah. The fossils, the mushrooms. I think to start, the plan is to have 7 different mushroom types, and again, these are what's going to give you the customization of as far as the aesthetics, the visuals of the bones. So if you want the striped ones, if you want the polka dotted ones, if you want the lava looking ones or the crystal looking ones, we'll have all these different mushrooms that will then actually change how those bones look. The other things are, which kind of makes sense, we'll have bone clusters. We'll have like small, medium, and large bone clusters. So it'll just be, you just grab it and it'll give you 1,000 bones. And then the large ones will give you like, I don't know, probably a pretty high amount, and they'll be more rare. Another thing we'll talk about later is some training perks, training boosts, like to make training go faster. So dino training is coming. We've mentioned that before. We'll go over here in a little bit, but that's another thing. And then we're still trying to figure out exactly the drop chances and how you get this, but the overarching like main currency underground is going to be these amber chunks. Amber is going to be like kind of what makes everything happen. It's like, let's see, I don't know if you can still see me or not, but if you can see oh my gosh, I can't point. My little amber chunk from Jurassic Park, the one that we're like, it's got the little mosquito in it and stuff. Amber is going to be huge. It's what you use. It's like the magical essence that you use to evolve, to train, and to craft your dinos. And so you will be able to find it, but there's actually, we're going to talk about it. There's a way to earn amber as much as you want all the time. So it's only going to be like, you're never going to have 5,000 amber. You're only going to have like maybe a dozen if you're really going crazy. And you're going to have to be really selective about how and when you use that. Yeah. Anyways, super long. I was going to cover all that stuff anyways. So good question. Anything else with specifically to?
Just that for the dino types, people were wondering, like, are they going to be like a hunter, like the crafted dinos? Are they a hunter or a tank, or are they their own dino class? And then are they going to look like that with just the bones, or are they going to have skin over their bones?
Good questions. So the ones we're launching with are going to be bones. There will be no skin that gets put on them, and they will be their own class, and that will be important. We'll talk about different things that the classes come into effect a lot more when training comes. That was kind of like the original plan with classes anyways. Right now there is stat differences obviously, and like form factor differences, but there's not huge differences, but that's going to change now, a lot more so moving forward. So you'll see some of that pretty soon here. Anything else before I move on?
I think we're good to move on.
Okay, great. All right. So Dino Evolution, we're gonna have this awesome like machine station, and our concept artist Johnny, who's I don't think he's not on this call, but he put this together for me. I kind of just there was a couple inspirations that we had gone with, and just wanted this crazy wacky machine that when you actually want to evolve a dino, it's going to do all these fun things, and then you're going to get your evolved dino egg. All I can tell you right now is that we are going to have evolved dinos. It will not be all of the dinos. It will likely be to start just a couple. I think the Uglisaur is currently the main one that we're committed to, and probably the Nubasaur. And I'll leave it at that. Again, subject to change. But what I can promise you is there will be evolution, and I can also promise you it will not be every single dinosaur, because that would literally just double our dinosaurs all at once. The evolved dinos are going to be pretty OP. Like, they will be the GOAT of the game. It will also take a lot of grinding to get there, and I'll go over that really quickly. I don't want to, maybe you can pause this if you'd like, and you can go into it more in detail. This is just the diagram I have. We're actually putting together the station and all the art for it. But the idea is that there'll be the stand. It kind of works like Fusion, where in Fusion you place two dinosaurs and then merge those ones together. In this case, you can merge one dinosaur or 100 dinosaurs. The only thing that matters is that the total dino power, meaning the total levels that you contribute, have to equal 100. So one dinosaur at level 100 can be evolved. 100 dinosaurs at level 1 can be evolved. I would very much not suggest you do that. I would at least feed it a couple fish. But you will contribute dinosaurs until you've reached until the power level has reached 100. Once that's happened, we're going to have these different combinations of mushrooms you can do to choose your variant. So you're not going to get a random variant. This is such an important dinosaur. We know that you've been attached to your dinosaur. If you're wanting it to evolve, we want you to be able to pick what watermelon's going to become, Terra or whoever's got their dinosaur that they want to take to the next level. We're going to let you guys pick what it is. You just have to have the specific combination of mushroom to get that variant. And then that machine's going to come in and it'll do the egg and all of it will come out. So, and again, all this subject to change. You can see machine takes your dino juice chunks up there and spits out a newly evolved dinosaur egg. And then it resets, you can do it again. But that's evolution. Anything we want to talk that I'm missing there? I know I went over that kind of fast, but looking at the time and all the other stuff.
There is one about evolution. Some people are asking about different dinosaurs and asking which ones can be evolved and if they'll all be able to be evolved at once or if they'll come out regularly like fusions.
They will come out. We're going to start with one or two. It is all at the beginning, and I know that's not a ton, but we just want to get the system in, and then we'll slowly over time add them. We're probably going to add them more like we do with Titans, maybe even with Super Titans, because they really are going to be incredibly OP to the game. And we'll make sure that they're dinosaurs that we give you opportunities to get. So there's a lot of Raptos that the community has, and it wouldn't be hard to evolve a Rapto into the next thing. And so that's probably the direction we'll go. Uglisaur, same thing. We'll make sure that that's available in the egg shop more frequently so that you can evolve it. But yeah, I would expect them to come out more like Titans, or even Super Titans, which is only one so far. Good question. All right, I'm gonna keep going for just never mind.
One more that's actually about
Yeah.
mining. A bunch of people in the chat were asking if you're gonna have to use a pickaxe. The answer is no. You can use your dino claws. But then Enos VR asked if there will be special attachments to attach to your claws to make your claws more efficient.
Great question. And again, nothing's locked in stone. So short answer is there will not be pickaxes. You'll just be using dinosaurs and weapons as normal. One thing we know is that there is going to be dino types, dino classes that have a special ability, kind of like biting with a hunter, but it'll be called digging, and essentially they'll be able to use their mouth to harvest as well, and they're the ones that can do the AFK mining. So anyone that has like the digging or mining ability, whatever we decide to name it, will have the ability to kind of melt the clusters. What do we call the mining clusters faster. So yeah, good questions. All right, can keep going.
I have a question.
Oh,
I'm allowed to
yes.
ask.
Yes.
Will
please.
evolved dinos be able to be trained?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, evolved dinos are going to be the best dinos in the game. Even better than Titans. So fast, high attack. They're going to look amazing because instead of having 20 versions, evolved dinos are only going to have 4, and you'll be able to pick from the 4. So all 4 are going to be amazing. They'll be the coolest looking dinosaurs you've seen. They'll obviously be very like similar to the OG dinosaur and derive inspiration from it, but it's definitely going to be like a Charmander to Charizard kind of level of like epicness is what I would equate it to. So let's get into dino training. All right. So dino training, this is going to be something that's going to be, every single dinosaur can be trained, but in different ways. So I'll try and be as clear with this as I can. Every dinosaur is going to have a unique roar, and that'll be the easiest thing to train them with. Essentially, in order to train your dinosaur, you kind of have to, and I'll show this when I show the actual game, it'll make a little bit more sense, but you're going to have to personally carry your dinosaur because it's like you're training together or whatever. I thought about making this like a full-fledged mini game in and of itself, but really it's just going to be you have to kind of traverse these steps that kind of raise and lower. So this would be hypothetically if somebody's like nearing the top. But when you start off, the step at the very bottom is going to go up and you're going to have to jump on it. As soon as you jump on it, the next step comes up, and essentially it's this kind of like a little bit of an obstacle course with just an UGG. You can't fly up there. You won't be able to take any dinosaurs up there. Just you and the UGG climbing up to this tower to get up to the UGG guru. And you're going to be able to train in one of 3 ways. So the roar is the first thing, and the roar will basically just be the specific dino type, and it'll sound great. You can use it with your friends. It has like a little animation. Let's see, I've got an example of that here. So we're working on those. Could you hear that? I don't know if you could hear it, but it was roaring. Okay, great. And every single dinosaur is going to have its own unique roar. The way it'll work, I don't have a controller. Where did my controllers go? There. Anyways, the way it'll work is we're going to map the dino abilities to B on the controller. And if you press and hold the button, then a little radial menu will come up and you'll be able to select with your gear or with the pointer. You'll be able to select whatever is active. And so, if you're going into an attack, you'll definitely, like the roar, you probably won't want to use. You'll want to use a special attack. So you'll switch it to the special attack. And then every time you push B, now it will execute that trained ability. And so the roars for every dinosaur, every class is also going to have a unique ability that can be trained to every single dinosaur within that class. So for example, hunters will have something like a tail whip. Any hunter can now learn the tail whip. And that will be an extra attack. And that'll be something you can map to B. And then there's going to be a third category, which is specific to the dinosaur. And so, for example, a Dilophosaurus, even though they didn't really spit acid, spoiler alert, will spit acid, right? And the Magmadon will spit a lava ball, and dragons will spit fire, and so on and so there'll be like a spitting mechanic, and then there'll be ones that are like a super jump mechanic, and then So there'll be a lot of different things based on like a headbutt. Anyways, and not every dinosaur will have one. Eventually, every dinosaur will have one, but not right out of the gate. But all of them will have those first 2 training abilities. One of my favorites is something that we're working on here. I can't Sheldorino. I don't call him Sheldorino, so that's why I call him Brad. Anyways, Brad's been working on this, and it's been a culmination of a lot of people working on it. But I think you guys have seen this already. I teased it. For example, we're gonna have a climbing dinosaur coming out sooner than later, and the way that's gonna work is it'll work just like a normal dinosaur, but if you hold the trigger down, it will have sticky hands. And so for those of you who are familiar with Monkey Do, this should feel very similar. I love the sound effects for this, by the way. I think we might keep them exactly as they are. I'm pretty sure this is just like some random guy's mouth. I don't know if it's Brad's or not, but I love them. So we'll do something like this probably because it sounds so fun. But this is going to be a climbing dinosaur type. And I am very sorry to tell you this, but the Chompy is not a climbing dinosaur. At least, again, it subject to change. But we use dinosaurs in existence as we're training new things. That's why when some of the earlier videos, I think it was the Razor Claw was like the first one to fly. Obviously, the Razor Claw does not fly, but we have to use dinosaurs we have. So he happened to use the Chomp, but it is not going to have these abilities. But climbing dinosaurs out of the gate won't have this grappling hook tongue. That will be the trained ability. So the first ability is going to be just the ability to climb. That's going to come out of the gate. It's going to be similar to like flying or swimming. But then the special ability it's going to have is to use its tongue. So hopefully that makes sense. This is kind of like obviously a level of fun that should be really great and make the dinosaurs much more unique and customized too. Now, one thing is that when you train these dinosaurs, since it was you that trained it, if you happen to trade that dinosaur away, it will no longer do the trained behavior for who you trade it to. So it's not something that you can transfer, just like you can't transfer saddles and everything as well. But yeah, really excited about all this and all the different unique opportunities we'll add. We have a lot of fun ideas for like the flying class, the swimming class, tanks, titans. They're all going to have unique abilities. So should be good. And full list will come later on, but we should probably keep going because I actually want to hop in the game here in just a second. So 2 more things that we're not going to go over a ton because they are much later. Okay, one of them's not that much later. But PvP would be coming to Dinotopia. It's a lot harder to set it up. Obviously, we've got our current PvP mode, which we'll probably bring back on and off and do slight variations to it and everything. So you'll have that for the time being. But the bigger, proper matchmaking and actually competitive PvP will be coming to Dinotopia much further down the road. So end of year, I probably would assume would be the soonest. Might even be into next year. There's just a lot more that goes into that, including balancing and matchmaking and all kinds of stuff that is going to be quite the grind. So, but something that is going to be coming soon are these raids, which is kind of, I would say the best way to think of them is like, it'll make the Mosasaurus battle somewhat look like a cakewalk, but imagine the Mosasaurus battle if it was even more complex, more elaborate, and a little bit longer. Kind of this stage progressive approach. And that's how you're going to be able to earn your amber pieces. So when you want to craft a dino, when you want to trade a dino, train a dino, not trade, train, craft, train, or evolve a dino, you're going to need the amber clusters, which you're going to be able to earn by going into these raids, which will always have a fun kind of like Auxilla type ending here. You're definitely going to want to find players who are good to do these raids. The better they are, the faster you'll get through it. There's not necessarily like a pass-fail thing, but once you started, you're kind of committed with that group, and you could solo it. It'll just take you quite a long time if you're trying to solo it. Ideally, you're going in there with some guys who know what they're doing. That takes me to a broader point. Dinotopia is going to be gated to players who have been in the game for a while, and all that's going to matter is your dino power level. So we're trying to make it so that for the average player, you need to have played for about 3 to 4 weeks of going into the game of regular gameplay to be able to have enough. So obviously, people can trade for higher level dinos and probably get into Dinotopia a lot quicker. But if you don't maintain that higher level dino power, you won't be able to hop back and forth. So you'll lose access to it if you don't have high enough dino power level, which we hope will make it so that when you're going on these raids with randos, that at least they've played the game for long enough to have a base level understanding of how weapons work and how to come in and out. But you can keep trying. You'll just die and go back, kind of like the Mosasaurus. It's not like you can't ever kill the Mosasaurus, but it just takes a lot longer if you keep getting sucked in and you don't know how to swim away and stuff. So that's the raid system. Anything with raids, PvP, training? Any questions there that we should hop into?
Yes, a couple questions. Number 1, will you be able to get the raid bosses as dinosaurs?
No, they're too big. These are Godzilla-sized dinos. So again, subject to change, but out of the gate, it will not drop an egg. But there's no rarity in what they drop. They will always give you an amber, and everybody in the lobby who completes it will get an amber shard. So there's no random roll. There's no nothing. If you finish it, you get it. We just wanted to make sure that, because it is harder, we wanted to make sure that if you guys were grinding and having a good time and you were in there and you completed it, you got the thing you went in there to do. So a little different in that regard. The random kind of drops will come more from the mining area. But yeah.
Are raids timed? Do you have to finish them in a certain amount of time?
They're not. I'm very much hoping people will try and speed run them and get through them and make videos about how quickly they can get through them. In general, we're going to try and make them last probably at least 15 to 20 minutes. If you're decent, I think if you're soloing it, I don't know, an hour. Obviously, we haven't balanced it and everything. We've got some progressions and stuff. But the system was kind of started with the Mosasaurus battle, and now we're just going to kind of expand on that same system with different bosses that are much bigger. Even bigger than the Mosasaurus, so yeah.
Awesome. And then Plax asks about if you use dinos to evolve, if they end up over 100, so like if I have 80 and then I put in like a level 27, am I going to get back a level 7 newbie?
We thought about that. The short answer is no. But I do feel like maybe something makes sense. Yeah, great question. Our thought was you could just use less and just level up. So if you had like 3 and one was going to go over, just spend a little bit more time with the lowest level dino and level it up another 7 or whatever you'd be missing, I guess, to not have to use that extra one. But I don't mind the idea. I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to have like a little tiny dinosaur pop out. So not opposed to it. Good question.
And then this one's not a question, but I've been seeing a lot of questions kind of about it. So I just wanted to clarify something that you said earlier, Mirdominate. So anything in Dinotopia is not going to cost nugs, and you're also not going to get any nugs from it. Instead, it's going to cost amber, and there is going to be ways to get amber. And that's like the raids and things like that. But yeah, so no nugs in Dinotopia.
Yeah, no, you won't be granted any nugs, and there will be a couple options that you won't need anyone. They're not required, but just because they'll be like similar to your hut cosmetics. So your huts will be there, so you could technically buy your Dino Dog in Dinotopia. Also, I do think we'll have a free slot like we do in the hut for Dino AFK, like in the nests. We have the free slot, but then we have 2 more. We'll likely have something similar where Dino Mining, AFK Dino Mining, will have like 1 slot that's free. So you can just put a dino there and always get something back every time you go into the mine for free. But you have the option to use nugs to unlock the other ones as well. So there will be some small ways like that. But as far as the main, like how to get dinosaurs and everything, it's all going to be surrounded by the amber. Now you will be able to buy Amber clusters for real world dollars, but other than that, the raids and the mining. And when you get there, there's going to be a way to kind of have like a starter pack for free of Amber to get you to like let you train, evolve, or craft a dinosaur. So you would have right out of the gate, you'll have something. Now the raids are going to be coming later. We're trying to get that as close as possible to launch within like 3 to 4 weeks is our target. It's just a much more complex system. So until that comes, we decided that we wanted to get you guys Dinotopia earlier so you could hop in there. Just forgive us that there won't be as many ways to earn Amber right out of the gate. But it will be coming, and that is the intent long term, is that you'll go in there, you'll do a couple raids, you'll be able to craft a couple dinos or at least one, train a dinosaur and craft a dinosaur by doing several raids, and they should be pretty fun. So won't feel like a grind totally. But yeah, I'm gonna actually hop over to this other computer and share with you guys the map and show you around and Oh yeah.
I just want to tell you, don't worry about time because your next thing is just a meeting with me. So we can.
Oh, okay.
The people are more important.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, the people want to see. All right. Let me just share this guy. And all right, look at this beautiful map. This is the work of everybody, especially Josh here. Oscar's not with us. Shane. Yeah, a lot of work going into this, but here is the current version. So you can see it's underground. Ugtopia is up there. You get down here by riding on the snake train, which comes through, where is it? Oh, here. Comes through this kind of cool pathway, like a subway, and you'll be going through and just like be able to see what's going on. And yeah, I don't want to tease. We're going to open up this train sooner than Dinotopia's open. We're just going to let you off. So you'll be able to see all this stuff for yourself in game here in not too long. And I don't think I'm supposed to tell you that, but whatever. All right. So this is very much a work in progress. So it's not like some of this is temporary. There is going to be trading. It's going to be different, slightly different. Well, we're still developing that though, so I don't want to say too much other than it's going to be different. But yeah, this is the current evolution station. So yeah, Agor's playing double duty right there, helping us out while we're getting the development pieces to it. Everything else is just kind of plopped in from Ugtopia. So yeah, ignore most of that. But this is where the crafting station is. You can see this little crafting dino here who's swapping out his heads. Kind of fun little design there. You'll stand on this little piece here, and this is where your inventory will pop up. And as you form your dinos that are eligible, you'll be able to commit that, submit it, and then the big old huge dino machine in the middle of actually evolution is going to be right over here, not over with Ugor. So evolution happens here. Crafting happens here. In the middle is that big old huge crazy machine that will, depending on what you're doing, pick up the elements that you're trying to combine, put them together, go through all that cool stuff, and then plop out an egg for you. So a lot of work still to do there, but it is functional, and we have about 2 months to get it ready for you. This will be helpful. This is the dino training. I don't know if any of you are Karate Kid fans, but this is our little nod to that. So basically you're going to have to go through this archway, and we'll have some instructions here that kind of explain this, but you're going to have to grab your dinosaur in your hand that you want to train as an Ugg, hop through this little station, and you'll see these little platforms that will come up from the ground. So these guys actually are currently up. They would not be up until I've stood on this one and then stood on this one and then stand on this one and so on and so forth all the way up this tower till I get to the very top, where the guru is going to be. Not a chicken, not Vader chicken. Nice. You can see we use a lot of placeholders. So yeah, this is why sometimes I don't share this stuff early on, but Then you'll be able to choose, do I want to teach him to roar? Do I want to teach him how to use his tongue as a grappling hook? Or do I want to teach him to spit acid? And you'll see the little indications, there'll be the little ghosted dinosaur that's doing the action based on which dinosaur you have, and you plop it in, and depending on which one it is, it'll take probably like 3, 4, or 5 amber shards, and then you'll train it, and then it will take, it'll start to descend as it's practicing and learning the behavior, comes all the way down, and takes about 24 hours. And then once it's done, you'll be able to now grab your trained dinosaur, who's more than happy to do backflips with you now, or whatever it got trained to do. And as long as you have that dinosaur, you'll be able to do that ability with that specific dinosaur. So more valuable for you to keep it than for you to trade it. So you'd want to do this with like your main dinosaurs. And then you can train all 3 things. You don't like, it's not like if you train it to roar, then you train it to use the grappling hook tongue, that will override it. You'll just have both of them. And in order to select them, you'll just have to use that press and hold to swap out between the different options. So, but yeah, in here is where you would go on those raids. So that'll be opening up soon. Also, you can hop back into the snake station and ride back up to Ugtopia if you want to, and stay with those same friends. So that train system will just constantly be coming and going. And this is where PvP will be when it's open, probably more or less through that, which is still just being worked on and designed. But I do want to take you into this mining cave because it's pretty cool looking and pretty exciting. So this is where, in this little tunnel, you'll kind of like gear up. You can grab different dinosaurs based. So we'll have kind of like a duplicate like dino station here and everything. And then your dinos that are AFK mining for you, you can just plop down here, and then they'll just mine until you come back for them the next day or however long. But then you're ready to come mine. So in this area, this is like the main kind of more simple mining. You'll be able to get this skull. And what you're going to be looking for in this big, beautiful area, come on, is the little clusters that will be around the map. They'll kind of work similar to like the pig houses in Pig Valley. This is what they look like. You'll come here, you'll hit them all together. The one loot will pop out, and you'll be able to grab those. Now, the only skull that has a chance of spawning is that one in the entrance of this cave. So if you're in this main entrance, this is the only guy that you're going to be able to get. But if you hop down into the water map, now you can get this guy. So very highly recommend getting a water dino, jumping down into this, and this is a really fun area. I'm not going to tell you about the enemies and stuff we're going to have in here, but should be fun. The swimming's great here, just like the design. We've kind of nailed it since what we've learned with the previous water map. So I think you guys will really you'll enjoy swimming much more than you have in the past. And then this is kind of a fun thing. You're jumping out of the other side of this waterfall, and you land down here. And this is kind of like meant to be like a little tide pool area. That big old crab's going to be sitting in that cave, and all of the clusters that you're trying to mine to get that skull are all going to be right here in this vicinity. And so you'll be wanting to get that pretty fast before he chomps you and sends you back a bit. So, and then there'll be all of his little minions and stuff too, and all the other hazards. So that's pretty fun. Rapidly get back. Oh, I didn't even talk about this chamber. This chamber is going to be closed. There's going to be some pretty fun mini games in this one. This is kind of what we refer to as the puzzle cave. And we have some great little mini games that will be coming, and that's how you'll really reveal the clusters. So not as much parkour, not as much enemy battles or whatever. This is really just kind of like mind games, puzzles, and little tiny things that you can do with friends. So that'll be coming to get that skull, and then to get this bad boy, you'll go into the lava caves, and again, some enemies, a bunch of geysers, some fallen stuff, parkour around, come into this area, which is where the axolotl is. And again, the main clusters are going to be in this area, and you'll have to just avoid him as he doesn't like Uggs taking his stuff. So Yeah, that is probably, I shared probably more than I should have, but I just didn't want to stop as I was gathering stuff together. So we now have all of 2 minutes to go through questions, but hopefully this journey has been fun. And I guess, yeah, happy to stay on longer than normal. But that's Dinotopia, guys. Really, really excited for you guys to be able to experience this. I'd love to hear from Hala, Yum Yum, anyone else that wants to chime in and just, I know I've missed like a million things, I'm sure, as I was going through stuff. Some of you were like, why didn't you mention this or whatever? So anyone on the team want to mention anything that I missed?
Kind of want to talk about PvP a little bit because a lot of people, both in game and in chat, have been asking about it. And yeah, just could tell us a little bit about PvP and what the plan is there.
All right. So the idea is that it's going to be a 4v4 match, and it will be at least initially in different type of arenas. And everybody's going to have the exact same amount of currency as you go into the match. The only thing that you can really do to improve, as before you go in, is the dino that you're taking with you. But unlocking the Gatling gun won't make a difference because everyone's going to be able to get the Gatling gun. Now that said, everyone's going to have a fixed amount of bones that you're going to get for every match. So you buy a Gatling gun, that's probably going to be 75% of your bones. So then maybe you have enough for either a collar boost or maybe like the lowest level armor, or a passenger saddle or something like that. So you're going to have to choose based off of what everyone in your group has, different things based on a limited amount of bones. But the entire tech web for everything is going to be unlocked by both sides, by everybody that's playing. So it's if it's 4v4, everybody on both teams, same currency, same unlocked tech webs, but you will be using your own dinosaurs. So if you have a higher level dinosaur, it will obviously, do more damage, have more health, etc. So, but then you'll have to look around and say, okay, do we have too many swimming dinosaurs? Do we have too many flying dinosaurs? Do we have a tank in there? Is anyone buying armor? And the idea is going to be essentially the team loses when all of their Uggs die. So it doesn't matter if the dinosaurs die. It's just if the Uggs die. So you'll go in there. Each of you can take one dinosaur with you. And if you can jump off your dinosaur, that's fine, and hop onto somebody else's passenger saddle, and just Gatling gun from the back if you want, and just not worry about your dinosaur. Use all your money on buying weapons, and you can share them too. So, yes, Lamp, I see your hands up.
Will we be able to bring Jasper in to hold our dino if we're on someone else's back saddle?
No, Jasper will not be allowed, unfortunately. But you're saying just to hold it? Yes, you can. If you want to take Jasper, I guess you can. You just can't have a dinosaur in Jasper that's an extra dinosaur. But if you wanted to just, I see what you're saying. So if you wanted to have your dinosaur with you so it's not roaming around getting just destroyed. Yeah, sorry. I didn't understand what you were meaning, but good question. The idea too is that we're going to automatically, we're adding a little bit more of a robust friend system as well. That's coming up here soon with back to school stuff. So our hope is that we're going to kind of piggyback off of that so that you actually have proper matchmaking. And then dino power levels and your win percentages in PvP will also likely influence who you matched up with to make those lobbies work. And so essentially you'll be joining a lobby, and if you've selected, if you're joining a private match or whatever, then you'll be able to choose which team you go on. If you're just joining a public, then we'll literally just add you to a team as those rounds are being set up. Then there'll be a countdown to lock the teams. Then there will be a timer countdown to pick your gear and your dinosaurs, and then the match will start. And then whichever team has the last Ugg standing will be the winning team. The other thing we're going to do is that even though it's 4v4, which is the normal 8-person lobby, you can join a lobby as a spectator. So you can join a specific code as a spectator, or just join a random to spectate. That way people can watch. That said, you're not going to be able to have any dinosaurs, any weapons. You'll literally just be on the outside perimeter kind of looking in and watching. You won't even be able to like go down in and be around people. So yeah. All right. Anything else I missed, guys? Or all I know, I've been talking
I got
for
a couple
super
questions.
long time. Okay.
2 from Lamp actually. The first one, on a scale of 1 to Dark Souls, how difficult are the raids going to be?
Probably, okay, let's say from 1 to Dark Souls, let's say the Mosasaurus is like a 7 difficulty. I would say they're going to be 8 or 9. So harder, but not that much harder as far as like difficulty, but it'll probably be a little bit longer. And more like the idea is for it to be like more diverse and interesting. I've got some fun ideas, but at the same time, I know you guys like updates faster and bigger. So we gotta balance that sometimes. We've been obviously working on a ton, as you guys can see, hopefully. Really, guys, like our intent is to make this game something you want to play for years, not just for 6 months. Like I know we've been we took a little bit of a step back with our super big updates, right? Like I'd say water, like swimming and the Mosasaurus were really the last 2, and we even spread those out to kind of make it feel like it lasted longer. But our team's really been grinding, and we've even added members to the team to try and get this out to you, to make it meaningful, fun. We know there's a lot of awesome games out there, and we're happy for them and you know how well they're doing and what they're learning about the industry. I think we've kind of helped move VR forward a little bit in what it can be as far as a social experience, and so it's cool to be a part of that. And we just want you, like, we want UGG to be something that you stay with, that matters to you guys, and it's why we've been. I can't remember the first time we talked about Dinotopia. It was me and Biscuit, probably way back in like February, when we realized, you know, we've got this formula, we've got this cool map, we've got this system kind of down, and people are loving it. But what's next? Why is somebody going to come back 6 months after playing, after they've, you know, done the alphas, done the boss battles? Like, what's going to be the next thing? And that's kind of where Dinotopia comes from. Especially because we didn't want to make Uggtopia just this complex, crazy, a million different maps, a million different directions with dino training and trading and weapons and tech webs, and like, just, we wanted to keep it simple for first time players to come in and feel like they can still just have that really simple hatch your egg, bash it on some chickens. Like, that's what UGG is at its core. But why is it fun for someone who's been playing for 6 months? And hopefully Dinotopia is part of that. So thank you for being on this journey with us, guys, to this point. We can get into some more of the actual official questions too, if we want, for a bit. I know we're over time already, but I know a lot of people submitted some, so I'll try and do my rapid fire version of these.
Yeah, let's just speedrun them.
Yeah, I have one more from Lamp. With the dino crafting, will there be a way to change the parts or customize the colors after the initial egg hatching?
You can decraft a dinosaur, and then you'll get all of those elements entirely. So all the mushrooms and all the pieces you'll get, then you would just have to recraft it. So not like take off the body and give a new body, but completely disassemble it and then reassemble it the way you want.
Perfect. Terry, you want to do the other questions, or do you want me to?
No, I can do it. Some of them I deleted because they were Dinotopia related, so they've been, already covered. So just general stuff from Iceberg Lettuce. Will the Magmadon boss and or Triskelly be returning this year?
Triskelly for sure. I'm almost positive the Magmadon will be. I think it's on the calendar to come back. I'd have to look, but yes to both of them this year.
Cool. H-Bomb asked, will you ever plan to make an extensive ocean map, removing the current water cave map?
Yes. So right now, the Mosasaurus map is kind of like the only water map that's going to be in Dinotopia. As you saw, we have the mining map, but at least for next summer, if not sooner, our plan has always been to have a Megalodon or a Mugalodon or Megalodug. I'm not sure which way we're going to go with that, but You can see Yum Yum laughing. Anyways, we're gonna have a huge, bigger map. Like again, we've learned a lot from that first trial of the water map, and the next one's gonna be much cooler. And it will always like swap out with that same spot. So that'll be kind of like the designated water area, and then we'd just be would be alternating between like the two versions of the water map as you know it, and then the Megalodon version as well that'll be coming, and probably other ones after that as well.
Awesome. Dinosaurus was wondering, will you ever bring Chomposaurus and Razorclaw back as alphas?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. Will there be a new community dino, or will the existing ones continue to rotate?
Good question. We're currently gonna stick with these ones for a bit. We did have the community fish. We thought that would be a fun kind of variation of that. So, but long term, I think we plan to have at least one community dino for each class.
Oh, that would be nice. T-Rex VR asked, are we going to get any rewards or gifts to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of UGG?
Oh man, I'm going to say way more than I should right now, because it hasn't officially been decided. But yes is the short answer. Actually, I'm not going to say the other one because I probably shouldn't. All I'm going to say is maybe you might want to hold on to your Nubosaurs. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, we're still in early access, right, guys? So this game is still being developed. It's not technically like released. I know that we've had 2 million downloads and been crazy how much we love how much you guys are playing it and stuff, but we're still trying to make the final version. And our idea is that you guys have kind of been on this journey with us, you're beta testers. So anyone that's been playing, we're definitely going to reward for being here for this first year. Through early access. Once we get out of early access and once we hit that 1 year anniversary, there's going to be some changes to the game that's you're going to be able to flex and say like, yeah, I've been here since the first year. So that's all I'll say for now.
Hold on to your Nubisaurus. Ugly Artist was wondering, will the flying map ever get a revamp, kind of like how Megalodon and Balrog?
Yes, that's one that we've been wanting to revisit for a while. Again, we had a lot of ideas that we were going to do, but we had to pull resources away to work on Dinotopia. So love that idea. One of the ideas that we have that's likely going to happen is the flying map. And I mean, it would have been perfect to do it this last week, but just absolutely impossible. We already are all stretched out of our minds, but we wanted to actually flood the flying map, the base of it, and you'd actually be able to dive down into where you normally die. And then there's going to be like a mirrored, like a yin yang kind of battle. Anyways, that's probably way longer, but some sort of swimming flapter underneath, and you can choose which Titan you want to fight and stuff. And you have like a swimming map underneath the flying map. So anyways, again, just an idea that we've been playing with for a long time. If we weren't working on Dinotopia, that's what we would have done for the flying swimming update. But likely that'll come in the next year.
Awesome. This is more of a comment than a question, but Screw said you should add instruments, and I strongly agree.
Yes. Pirate Hawk on here also strongly agrees. He's pitched that quite a few times. I pushed back a little bit early on because we were still having a lot of networking issues and frame rate issues, and we are still having frame rate issues, but we're fixing a lot of that. And Dinotopia actually is being built on systems that are a little bit more robust, and we've learned a lot from what we did up in Dinotopia. So it opens up some opportunities. That puzzle room that I talked to you about, it is going to have some instruments. Not quite like Sea of Thieves instruments quite yet, but love that idea. Pirate Hawk loves that idea, and there will be some instruments coming to Dinotopia. So
yay.
Stand by.
Zombug was asking, will we ever get more seasonal related map changes such as snow and ice during the Christmas update? Or like a fall themed change with orange grass and orange leaves falling?
Yeah, we definitely are going to do what we've done in the past already. So I guess if you're saying specifically new, we did the 4th of July stuff, like the sun setting, red, white, and blue sky, which was fun to put together. We're going to do a much better version of the night sky. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this or were here for it, but for last October. We literally were working on the Halloween overlays while we were launching the game. So it was kind of insane because people were like monitoring the game launch and trying to build the Triskelatops at the same time. And part of that was that we didn't really get to dial in the lighting very well. So a lot of you were like, oh, it's too dark. This game's way too dark for like a whole month for Halloween. Anyways, short answer, yes, we're doing some stuff. We will be doing a night version during Halloween that will look really good. And we're going to do ice in winter, and we'll continue to do that kind of stuff.
I did like the lava update with the flying, like the dropping particles. I know it's a performance thing too, but I would love to see snow. But if it's not possible,
Yeah.
I get it.
I think we did snow for one of the weeks, just to kind of. We did have some snow particles for a week. I don't think they looked as good as the lava. I think we figured out some stuff to make the lava look a little better. So we'll probably use the lava and just turn them white. But we'll have them there for a bit. That we lose like 5% of our frames just from having that. But it's so cool that it's maybe worth it.
A couple more questions. Ramen Frog, will there be more Meta Horizon Plus bundles?
Yeah, that's a great question. We did that in collaboration with Meta. They already extended what we had originally planned, so they really enjoyed the results from all, like you guys joining and everything. That said, if we end up not having specifically a Meta Horizon Plus one, we will have something in there, and it will likely be even more community driven. So the bundle won't be going away, but it might not be free to Meta Horizon Plus users. We hope to keep it there, but it's kind of up to Meta. And yeah, we'll let you know. I think right now the last one will be the next one, unless something changes. So one more, and actually, you guys want to see what it looks like? It's kind of fun. You can ask me the next question while I pull this up if you want.
All right. Are you going to be making any Sam Neill cosmetics or something to tribute him?
Oh, you had to bring up Sam Neill. Okay, that guy's
Sorry.
like, I know. I like legit was so sad when he passed away. I knew he was going to at some point, but I don't know if you guys know, like Jurassic Park, it came out when I was 7 and it completely defined my career. Like I went and worked on movies because of Jurassic Park and Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Like, but Jurassic Park was like the first time I was like, this is life changing. So anyways, he is in the creator cave. We have that little tiny emoji of him, the same one that's in the Discord channel, if someone can post that. Yeah, I love Sam Neill, and he's got a nod in there, and we'll probably do something proper, probably a proper bundle at some point. I just need to give that time. It's still close, too close. Going back to lighter things, this backpack is the one that's going to come with the next Meta Horizon Plus bundle. So kind of fun little back to school backpack is the idea, since most kids go back to school in August. Here, I'll show you some other things too. I'm not going to talk about them, but you guys can theorize all you want about them. It's really small probably in your guys' screen. So what could these be? What could this be? Oh, you already know that one. This is coming soon.
The Parasug. A bunch of people want to see the Parasug.
Yes,
I can show an update of the Parasug.
Oh, yes, please do. I've got that version. So Shane, why don't you show another update while we get our next question?
Oh, it's not letting me show my screen.
Maybe now, Terry, you want to give us another question while Shane shows off his amazing work?
Yeah, I just have one more from our pre-gathered questions from Walrux, one of our mods. Will there ever be a live event for UG?
Yeah, we have definitely talked about that a lot and would love to do it. And short of it is, there will be at some point. We're trying to get Dinotopia as our primary focus. Also, before Dinotopia, at least this is the hope, we're going to release the climbing dinosaur, as well as an entire new boss battle with that giant spider image that you saw. So we are grinding to get all this stuff to you as fast as possible. What you see right now is more than half the team, I think. So there's only a few that aren't on this call with us, and there's only so much we can do, and I feel like I'm really proud of the team and what we can get done. So yeah, we will have live events. It's a great idea. love the idea. It's just we gotta do all these other things first. So we're quite busy, but good question. Shane, oh, Shane left. He rage quit. Well, any other questions or thoughts?
Probably went to go redeem the code.
Did you guys put the code in already?
I accidentally did it and I deleted it faster than anyone should have humanly been able to copy it. But still,
been claimed 6,000 times already, probably.
Yeah, golly. Damn it.
It's so crazy because, there's 600 people now. I know there was up to like 800 at a certain point, I think I saw. But that many people are watching. Somehow when we release these codes, it's like 60,000 get redeemed in the first 2 hours or something. I don't know. In the past, it's been kind of insane how many people get the codes. So, all right, Shane, last chance to share the next dinosaur coming up.
I think give Discord permission to share my screen. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is the current status of Parasug. Just modeling him still, but yeah, cool.
We're going to call him the Parabonk because
Parabonk.
That's right. Because it's Parasaura. Take it, guys. I don't know how to say the freaking dinosaur names sometimes. Some of them I get pretty good, but this one's like incredibly hard. This like the classic one with the horn, the real name for it. Somebody on here is like losing their mind, like, oh, how can Murnominate not know how to say that name? And I'm very sorry about that. Sam Neill would be very disappointed. Well, Alan Grant would be very disappointed. Sam Neill's probably fine with it, but sorry, Alan Grant, but I don't know how to say it. So we're going to say that the Parabonk, I think is what we're going to call it. But he looks pretty cool. So great work. A lot of cool stuff to come, guys. I think that's a great place to sign off. We did go over a little bit, but we covered a crap ton. So I'm really excited to hear your guys' analysis on videos. I'm going to go back through the chat and see stuff. But thank you, everybody. Lamp, are you going to play us off with a tune or something? We have like a closing song. I see a guitar there. Oh my gosh. I was just getting the band together.
Someone said guitar music in chat, and I was going to make the joke of stone guitar for rock music. And then I remembered I just had a bass in the corner, so I had to go get it.
That's amazing.
Let's play a song, Lamp.
I am terrible. You do not want to hear me play.
For another Q&A, we'll just all have to bring instruments and play. This time we ate hamburgers. Next time, everyone play an instrument.
Sarah promised she would sing for us all to play us out.
Mm-hmm.
You need a tune?
I already sang this Q&A. So.
Oh my.
All right. The code is out. The code's out. It was leaked. There's no stopping it. Avalanche.
Awesome. Well, thanks, everybody. Always a blast. Thanks for your support. Have fun. Be a good UG. I think I'm going to sign off. Thanks the rest of the team for coming. I'm glad you guys could make it.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone enjoyed their burgers.